Yeah, SnapBacks and FlatCaps. This week we've had a bit of a location change, but we're here, we're doing it, we're mixing it up. We've got a special guest, Casso Blax, in the building. So welcome, man. Welcome, SnapBacks.
Welcome.
I don't know, you know what? I'm not sure if he's ready really for the smoke. We really be bringing the smoke on here, bro.
I'm telling you, like we've had a few.
Shout out to UK Gossip, boy. Sharing the love.
Rob did it to himself, though. We gotta say that, but he didn't say nothing too bad. But he did.
You know what? It is what it is on that one. To be honest, like it's not whatever, innit?
You can't talk about some things.
You know what? I can't even. Well, I think today is going to be an interesting one then, because it is. It's Feb, so it's the Valentine's month.
It's the season of love
and all that. So love's going to be a big topic this month. You know what? I had to come off the gram after that UK Gossip. You know.
All right, bring people up to speed just in case I said it.
So
all he did.
We shot a podcast last month, and we were talking about preferences and sizes. And I mentioned that I only
sizes of dress sizes. In case
I've never dated a dress size over size 12, and internet is undefeated and went crazy. So, yeah. But you know, nothing disrespectful was said, so I stand by it.
Nothing disrespectful, but the comments that were said.
I know, but I know, like, you know,
he wanted to smoke, and he got the smoke.
One of my favourite ones was, this guy has got a size 18 foreheads. That's cool. Because that's just not true, bro.
Listen,
so I'm not gonna listen.
You already know the trolls, the piranhas. They're gonna be there. They're gonna say what they want to say.
Man's a strong one, apparently.
Listen, all it was is like, I just think it's a trigger for certain people. So if it offended anyone, and we did say we're not just disrespecting anybody of a certain size, but I just went into.
But you know what's mad? It came from that Usher thing. You've seen that Usher thing, right? He was accused of giving a woman herpes, and this woman is like.
Yeah, she's obese. You can say
she's a plus size woman. Yeah,
but even listen, I don't know. Maybe he was more embarrassed about
plus times 2.
I don't know. You see, he's doing it again. So anyway, moving on.
No. What I'm saying is, no. Valentine's Day, I had I went on the feed, man. I don't know, man. I feel like it's sort of I can't get a read on love and social media, because there's known scumbags who are showing their girl the utmost love on social media but still being scumbags, and then they've got people who are like genuine on there, of course, and then you've got people who are just like never posting anyone. It's just like,
do you think it's necessary to post? Because I've had this debate several times before, and
okay, well,
it's
what are you
like
posting?
Basically, excuse me, if because all right, cool, I've been in relationships where it's been out there, and then there's been outside influence on opinions and stuff, and sometimes that can leak in. I consider myself like a strong person in a relationship, and the people I've been with, but it still seeps in. But then the flip side now is, if you don't say you're in something, or you let everybody know you're in an exclusive relationship, obviously people that's coming to, I don't know, court you, or you like talking and stuff, they don't know the information, so you have to deal with everybody's coming. So like, what's the balance?
You know what's interesting though is the fact that I think some of your, like another half, some of their issue about you not posting them on their socials is that, you know, you're not showing them that they exist.
This is the topic right here.
Yes. Okay. Go put the live on.
Let me tell you something. There are women. No, let me rephrase this. There's people in relationships who post their other half, and the other sex is still in their DMs. Anyway, because it's usually because they think, okay, let's say for example we've got Tristan here. Let's say he's got a missus, hypothetically, whatever. Says he's got a missus. You post her. She says, oh, you don't post me. You know, are you trying to save yourself from some hoes? You know, whatever. You post her. Hoes in the DM anyway. They're like, oh, is that him? Yeah, is that what he's working with? I might have to find out how he got her there right there.
Listen,
you know?
I'll tell you what's even crazy with that one. Sometimes I feel on a male side of things, because with women, men don't care. I've been saying this for the longest time. A woman can post her love and her denying affection for this guy and stuff. And man will still do. They'll still slide in there. They'll still do. But
it does work the other way.
But
as
the
well.
other way, that's what I'm saying. It's sometimes girls will be like, I'm better than that. I can show him I'm better than that, and it gets all territorial.
What do you think, Cass?
Do you know what? I think personally, yeah, when it comes to posting on social media, I don't think it's that necessary all the time, but just don't act single, innit? If you're in a relationship, don't act single. Don't put single posts out like.
Okay, what's a single
what's the
post?
definition
What's
of
a single
single?
post?
Acting single is like inviting shit, like stuff, inviting stuff, yeah. Like I don't know, like saying I'm looking for this or I'm looking for that. It's like you're showing people that you're still looking, even though you got someone. It's a bit disrespectful.
I understand.
Even little things like I think cheating is even like DMs is cheating, isn't it? Messaging other people is cheating, isn't it? Like,
All right, but
it depends what you're messaging them, I suppose.
yeah, but
would you?
If
Okay,
it's
cool.
not business and it's evident it's not business, then obviously
if it's
then that's a bit
flirting and
booky.
stuff like that.
It's the eyes emojis and that.
all of that stuff. Even comments. I feel that comments is cheating.
Okay,
No, I believe in comments can be cheating, but then you
like
can't.
fire emojis and that.
This
Fire
the
emojis.
love highs or something. But and apparently it matters what kind of heart you put in the emoji in the comments as
Oh,
well.
is
You
it?
know the green blues like people
green
get fucked.
blues is like the side man.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
is
then
it?
the
Is
red.
there a code in that?
But there's a code. Apparently there's a code. Do you know what I'm saying?
mad.
Those
I didn't
cousins are
even
telling me
know
there's a
about
code.
that,
But with the comments now, because I've had two people that's been close to me, and their relationship kind of messed up and whatever, and is in the end. And you know that one of the people was saying like, oh, look at the comments, like they're just allowing people to just come into it, but you don't have control on that.
No, you don't.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that you don't. But my thing is with this is that everyone has their own, their bottom line. So your missus's bottom line and your bottom line should be clearly established, you know?
Yeah.
So, for example, if I've got someone behaving inappropriately and I'm not, that's their actions. So my thing is, okay, you're behaving inappropriately. You can't be trusted on social media without, your thirst. So you got to go. So that's either block, remove, whatever. And then I've done all I can. I've done my share.
Okay, so what about friends from the past?
I don't have any friends from the past, bro.
No,
I don't have any
we know
friends
you're
from the
alright.
past,
Rob's
bruv.
getting married. We know that. Yeah, we're
I
not
don't
gonna
have
put
any
Rob
friends,
under the
bruv.
bed. I'm
Man's
saying,
single
what do you
pin.
feel
No.
like? Friends from the past that your partner secretly knows there was a little something back then, but it's been cool ever since. Where's the line of like the talking and stuff like that?
It's long, bro. To be perfectly honest, like if you got a partner, this is me, like, and I'm not just saying it just to say it, because I'm not a hypocrite. I wouldn't want to be with a girl that's still talking to guys she slept with.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, I agree with
That's
that
a hell
still.
no.
Yeah, so for me,
That's a hell no.
I slept with in the past. They need to go in it. Like if I'm in a relationship, they don't need to be messaging me or nothing like that.
I fully agree with that. I fully agree with that.
I mean, you've seen the block list. It's
They don't
savage.
need to be there. That's
The block list needs to be long. You know what I mean? Because to be honest with you, because if as long, this is what I'm saying, as long as you're doing,
Rob's
all
taking himself like he's like, wait, listen,
as long as you're doing all that you can, and people are behaving like that, and you've told them and you've blocked them, and that's it. You can sleep at night knowing you've done all you can and you're not jeopardizing your relationship. But social media is a sticky one. But I think it's just best not to I don't know. It's an interesting one because I don't know what the rules are now, innit? Because I ain't single, so I don't know what the situation is.
To be fair with you, bro, I don't think there's any rules.
Or is it all just free fall?
I really just don't think there's any rules. I think the rules have to be. You get me? I think the rules are really defined between you two, and that's about it. You can't control. It's like if your woman goes out that night, you can't blame her for the guys coming to chat to her. Because that's a really. Sometimes you can say like, cool, you've been wearing something inviting. That's one of them grey areas.
You're not telling women what they can do with their bodies again.
No. Listen, you can do what you want.
Unacceptable, my G.
I'm on your side.
Unacceptable.
Yeah? There's no smoke over here. Rob likes all of them dangerous smokes. He's stirring the pot. So as I was saying, that's the grey line when it goes up. But you can't really blame your partner for going out there and then she just getting attention and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's a good thing though, man.
Nobody wants to be with nobody ugly. You know what I'm saying?
When it comes to inviting as well, sometimes people see things differently, innit? Like inviting could be a girl wearing a tight dress, but there's nothing wrong with that. For me, I've got no problem with if I've got a girl and she goes out and she wants to look good. I've got no problem with that. Like, but some man, they're just a bit too controlling, innit? They just say...
That's them insecurities creeping
You know
up.
what? It's funny you say about the controlling thing, because I've watched all of you now. You know the thing, the Netflix thing. I watched both seasons.
What's his name? Joe.
Joe, the
Have you seen You?
Listen,
basically he's the
like
modern.
that,
Listen, I'm telling you, and I've always said it. Anybody that don't like You, which is the series on Netflix, is because that's what they probably have a little something in them to do. Like he sounds like the perfect man. Crazy enough, women like him.
Yeah.
He comes up with everything. He's thoughtful. He's caring, but the man is a psycho. You know what I'm saying? And if you get in the way,
people,
he will kill. They got the glass box and he's doing his thing. Anybody that hasn't seen it before, I'm not going to spoil it for you. But like he's very intense, very intense, and he always blames everybody else for why they're doing things until he gets to a point where he blames the person himself, and he will actually justify it as I'm saving you from yourself.
You see, people like that are clowns. You know the thing is, well, when it comes to like that controlling thing, it's like people should just let people do what they're doing, innit?
Yeah, 100%.
The thing is, someone when they're not talking to you, that's the real them, innit? So it's like you're stopping them from being themselves. You might as well be with that person, innit? So if someone likes to go out dressed extravagant, let them do that, because that's what you met when you first started talking to them, innit? So there's guys that will meet a girl out when they're in a club, and then they don't like her going out clubbing. But
you in the club.
You met her in the club, so how can you stop her from doing that? Even, like, there was a situation, like, I had a music video, and there was a guy that his girlfriend was in the video, and basically, he wasn't even with her at the time, but she was a model in my video. A few months later, they get together. He's upset that the video is out there, and I'm thinking, like, you met her and know what she's done, innit? And now you're trying to control what she does. Like, you know what I mean? No sense.
Listen, I think the video situation as well is another one which comes up a lot. I mean, I think if I've got a daughter and she ends up in a Fredo video, I think I've let myself down.
First of all, they ain't even getting close to the set. I got a daughter and she ain't even. You're not even allowed to. But listen, it was that insane. We're talking about music videos now. This is how crazy it is. Bro, they got Rihanna doing the most in the middle of the day. So let alone when the man are coming out doing the trap and all of that shit. You get me? You're not even going close to the set. You got things to do like work, homework, and more homework. That's all you got to do. There's no twerking. Well, how was your video? As a dad, now you got me all up in my chest. What's the video?
Not checking. Obviously, some videos that I do are like kind of
explicit.
Like borderline. But it's cool. But at the same time, it's like it depends on how you put things out. Like it's like I don't disrespect women when I'm doing these.
100%.
So it's like I'm not calling women names and all of this stuff. When they're doing stuff, I'll be talking about it, and I'm not degrading women when I'm saying it. Everything that they do in the video is up to them, innit? I don't tell people. I make people feel comfortable, whatever they want to do. So like, it just depends. Like, it's even on sets here. In some people's videos, they got all their boys there making a girl feel uncomfortable, all that stuff. In my videos, I don't have no one there that's got nothing to do with the video. I don't have my boys there. I don't want to make no woman feel uncomfortable. I never, ever in life want to make a woman feel uncomfortable.
I get that.
So like, obviously, so when my music videos are there, they're comfortable, they're doing what they're doing, and that's where it is, isn't it? There's no complaints about it.
So the video you was doing, not to cut you, sorry, the video you was doing, it wasn't, so the girl's being there by her choice. He's known she's done something like this, and then he's still come. Has he complained at the time of it, or has he come later?
They didn't even, like, it's the thing, like, they weren't even together at the time.
Okay, so
it doesn't make no sense. It's like some guys, it's like if you meet a girl and she's doing something and you meet her that way, why are you going to stop her?
Yeah, we're going to change.
Trying to do the Richard Gere and Pretty Woman.
It don't make no sense. It's
you saw what Julia Roberts was before. I think,
you know what is it?
And then you tried to tell her to not do that. That don't make sense.
People need to realise as well that they need to do... You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. So if they feel like, for example, this club thing, if she's got a man now, she might not want to go to the club anymore or whatever. But that's her choice. You can't be out here telling women, you can't do this and you can't do that. You can wear this and you can't wear that. That's not helpful. I tell you that now,
it's never going to work like that.
You can't. They have to. Like, that works both ways. It has to come from, you know what I mean, from inside and that, and how you feel about the other person. I mean, that's it. You just keep it simple. But it just all boils down for me. All boils down to like respect. Like I know we spoke earlier about some people doing the madness, and then they're in relationships and they're out doing madness. Yeah, let's just keep it like that. Now, obviously, to me, that means they don't respect the person that they're with.
No,
do you know what I'm saying?
all.
That's what it boils down to. I mean, there's some outrageous situation, and I know guys get a hard time about it, about they behave like this, and men are trash, and oh, you didn't know she had a boyfriend, etc.
Yeah.
But you know, when it comes down to it, this is equal opportunities over here. This is equality, and women are doing just the same thing.
Listen, like I said,
even more so now. I believe
there's no more.
Man's afraid to leave his house, bruv. The women are out there now.
There's no rules with this thing now. Like social
for
media has just literally made it a big wild west, and it's a big free for all. People are forgetting that when you put your stuff out there, it's gonna be there forever. Like we was talking about earlier, like you have to be careful with what you're doing and putting out there. So if you're leaving a digital footprint everywhere of a wild out stage here and this there, your DMs are gonna be stored as well.
You know
somebody
what?
could be
Actually,
screenshotting your
you
thing.
said that. I want to ask both of you a question now. Yeah. You know, I think we might have touched on this, I'm not sure. So say you got someone out there, let's say for argument's sake it's a woman in this case, yeah? You got a woman out there and she's out there doing whatever, living her best life. She's dated a few scumbags, whatever, and now she's looking for someone solid, someone like safe, someone she probably wasn't interested before she started dating the scumbags. Is it right for him to pick up with her after she's gone through all of that to discover herself? And then, so I think I've seen something similar on your story. It was just like, I don't want you now when I'm prime and I've got everything. I'd rather run around with these mad boys.
So what are you saying?
You know what I mean?
Like what she's had a feeling for this prayer before and then it's come back later, or like they just met each other?
No. Let's say for example, you got like the one. You got one girl who's like the one in it, like proper, but she only dates like bad boys, scumbags and whatever. Now later down the line, when she's a bit older, she's had enough. She wants someone safe and normal, but she didn't want them back then. Is it right for the guy to now put up with this now and she got all that baggage and knowing that he's second best?
What, did he know before?
Yeah, let's say for arguments he knew before.
Well, it's up to him. Like the thing is, some people change in it, and the thing is, like what I realised over the years is that everyone's got a story in it. Like everyone's got a story. So like sometimes a woman would go through all of that stuff because of stuff which has happened in her past, innit? So like we don't know everyone's story in it. So people change in it. So it's just preference. If you want to give that woman a chance, if you really liked her, then sometimes you just got to accept that. It's the same way like back in the day when I was younger, if a woman had a high body count, like when I was young, like young, I weren't interested. But then when you get older, like you start realising
but that's more to do with age now. So if you're talking young and you're like 15, let's say for example, and a woman's got a high body count and she's only 15, that means she's just started being sexually active, let's say for argument's sake. But now if you're flipping it and saying now she's 30 and she's got a high age body count, it's kind of more acceptable because it's been spread over a number of years.
But it's not even, for me, I don't think the age thing defines that. I think it's just like sometimes it's your it's like your life experiences and that. Like, so obviously some girls might have a high body count because of stuff that happened in their past. So like they might have been like, I don't know, just some girls have been let down by every guy in their life. So it's like they seek.
But then how many times is every guy gonna be like that? Because I think that's a great point. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you never know like what that female at the time could be going through. It's the same thing with men. We're not just gonna just say we're doing, because men could be out here searching for some kind of comfort, just moving from gal to gal to gal, and like, do you know what I mean? Not knowing how to establish relationships because they don't know how to do that. But then after a while, like it's going to turn back on you, because there's some people that just like to bang.
There's some people.
Do you know what I'm saying? There's some chicks that were just there back then. They just like to bang.
That one, isn't it?
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like it's, you know.
But when I say let down by every guy, I don't even mean relationship wise. I mean like sometimes like family.
Yeah.
Even like some girls don't have a relationship with their dad.
That's a big one.
I think that's important.
That's a huge one,
that's a massive importance. I think.
Comfort in
guys, yeah.
So it's
yeah.
So then like everyone's got a story, so you never know that story until someone's willing to open up when they're older, and then you start realizing, oh okay, It's like, nah, I don't look at people. I don't even want to know someone's body count, to be honest.
Bro, listen, this time now, but that's what I'm saying. Is like, if you, as going back to what you said, if you knew that about that person back then, would you go back? If you don't want to know, would you even attempt to go there now? Because you don't want to know you don't want to even know, like, because basically the way we're looking at it.
You know what it is actually? I've figured out ways, and we spoke about this before. It's not about body counts. It's not about numbers. It's more about who. So let's say, for example, you've got someone here who's dating you, but she's banged both of us. You know both of us. That's what's off-putting. It's not the fact that she could have banged 100 man you don't know, but the fact you've banged 5 and you know all of them.
But this is where social media is making everything smaller now, because I can guarantee between us lot, there's probably certain females that we've got between us that we would know one of her friends have done something. You know that 7 degrees of separation or 6 degrees of separation, whatever it is. Social media is powerful enough to make you feel like the woman that was in, I don't know, Manchester, one of your guys in London has been with. You've gone on a road trip, or you've gone on a family retreat, say like that, because the scenarios are different now. Your boy went up to Manchester, had a wild night with this shit now. You've gone on a family retreat, I don't know, like a little Centre Parks or something like that. You filmed the bond, you've gone into like a proper relationship now, but then you find out that your guy's touch. What do you do with that then?
Oh, it's too late there, man. Too invested.
Yeah.
It's too late, bro. You should have done your CRBs.
It's too late, but the thing is, it's like feelings are feelings, innit? You're not really going to just say, oh, do you know what, I don't like this girl.
No, 100%.
It's like her past is her past, innit? Sometimes if you don't know her past, and she probably might not know that you know that person, innit? But then at the same time, if you flip it around, there's man them that's just moving wild, banging loads of girls all over.
Of course.
And they don't care. They will go through friends and groups and all that stuff, But then that same guy will get vexed. You can't be you know what, you can't be a hypocrite, but I know definitely men especially, we can become hypocrites. We don't want to behave like this, because
you put your queen on a pedestal. Do you know what I'm saying? You're saying like, out of all of these girls, my girl doesn't do those things. But as you said, there's been a past. I personally, I know this is going to sound crazy, but if a girl hasn't had, I don't know, I call it like a while out period. If anybody, it could be male or females, but for talking from a male's perspective, looking at a female, if they haven't had like a little period of where they've just done a little wildness or something,
a bit of madness,
it's a bit worrying. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm saying I don't need this to happen when we're happily married, and then all of a sudden you just decide to go skinning out all over the place for a summer and then come back. Look, Afro Nation's coming back again. See what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of relationships out there where Afro Nation, because we spoke about that last year, and I know there's a lot of brothers out there, they know their girls have got the ticket, or maybe they don't know their girls got the ticket.
We were talking about this before, about festivals and about the behaviour that can happen in festivals and the behaviour that can happen around rappers and, you know, people like of that nature, of that stature, innit?
What if your missus has a rapper friend though from the past, and then they just want to come to
I don't understand the question.
Because obviously you're an artist, like, you think that's a bit whack if your friend's partner is saying like, you can't be chilling with man.
Do you know what it is, nowadays, like, it's like 70% of people do music anyway.
Everyone's an artist.
Yes, it's not even a thing too much, like, as long as it's not like someone that's, I don't know, someone
super bait.
It's not even that, someone that you, I don't know.
So does it matter the status of the person? Like, but then again, you could have somebody singing neo soul. That's just beating out your thing, and you got like some major pop star. That's it's always.
Do you mean in the past, or do you mean
currently?
No, they get currently. Like if like say you've had a female friend from back in the day, as you said, like her boyfriend didn't like the fact that she was in a music video. This was time ago before they even met. Say you got a current friend now. Could you do it the other way around now? If like you've met somebody, you're with somebody and whatever, and they've got the same setup as your thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Does it matter if it's who it is, or does it matter of the vibe?
Well, so that person.
So imagine you're the boyfriend.
Now you're the boyfriend, and then your partner has come up and said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go and see. We haven't seen each other for time. We're just gonna go for lunch."
They used to link.
Huh?
They used to link.
You don't know what they did. Well, you didn't want to, like. You don't know what the They say they're just friends, but then you don't really know because it's just come out the blue. He's just popped up. He's becoming headway.
Nah, that just sounds spooky, man. All that sounds spooky.
I'm not gonna lie, that's long. Because you know what, yeah? Like, alright, if this guy was never mentioned before,
and it
then
just appears.
That's the guy that's gonna like do a thing with your girl. When you break up, that's the guy.
Yeah.
That's the guy, man. Like,
flower man.
I've been there before.
I call them niggas flower man. You get me? Because they always seem to like pop up. Sorry, it's a little hard to. I've heard so many flower man stories over the last 2 years. That's what you man and called flower man. Anytime something goes wrong,
I heard one of them myself, man. I heard one of my boys. He was with this girl. It was all good. It was all fine. They broke up, and there was before they broke up, there was always a man there hanging about.
Man.
What happens? Man goes on Facebook. Man's out proposing to her. So I was like, what the fuck?
Listen.
Of course, you know what's mad about that is I seen this on Facebook. I was like, oh, congratulations. And I put, who even took that picture? What happened? Automatically got blocked. So I was just like,
that's too many questions. There's too many questions.
That stuff is long, man. If someone pops up halfway. Nah.
So do you think it's the partner's point of duty to let it be known that is a friend of mine?
Yeah, of course.
Because sometimes you could just disappear. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Reassurance, because the thing is, it's like, alright, if they know each other, if it's legit, then that's cool. But if it's just some guy that's just popped up out of nowhere, suddenly they're friends,
that's spooky.
The reason why I was saying that is because I've seen a couple of scenarios of where people had just lost contact, like they were cool, I don't know, say like college days, uni days or whatever, and then like, you know, you just break communication with a person, but then you see each other before the pop-offs.
No. But this is the problem, right? Now,
because that information won't come up.
If they come back from out of nowhere, you should be mentioning that in passing if you've got nothing to hide. If you're like, oh no way, Steve from uni. Oh and no way, just, message me and whatever. Oh, you know he's doing that. If you're having this conversation with your partner, seems all natural and thing. And then obviously if it gets to that, I'm gonna meet up with him. That's something that you lot need to
figure out.
That's all long, man.
You're not having it. Nah.
That's all long, man. I don't like that stuff, man. That's happened before, man. A girl I was with, a guy pops up. And then, it's just my friend. There's nothing. Then when we stop talking, them two are together.
No.
I'm not going down that road ever again. When someone pops up, man, they can have her.
All yours.
Yeah, they can have her, man. I'm not going down that road.
It's fair enough.
You want to live a stress-free life, innit? And you don't really want all this. You don't want to be stressing yourself out.
So bottom line, your partner should be making you feel comfortable within what's going on.
I mean, you know.
Vice versa as well, like, because obviously, like. And back to what you were saying before, because you were saying, what was he saying? He said something about the there was a question that you asked,
about the roles reversed, about the boyfriend.
Which one?
Well, say what happened with your situation. Say like you was seeing somebody and like you wouldn't really talk about the artist or something like that because there was no real reason for it to just come up. But then it's come up now, and then you find out she was in a music video. How would it be working for you, like kind of thing?
No, I don't mind.
Yeah.
If she was in a music video, it's cool with me.
Yeah, back in the day, but they're cool. And just say like a hit single just popped up again, and social media's connected everybody. Like he's doing a launch party or something, and the gang's going back out. You'd be cool with that? So it's an honest question.
You know what it is as well. You got to just have to.
It's awkward. I know it's awkward, but you know what it is. The reason why I say that is because recently. I even had seen firsthand myself where somebody just come up on the TV and the reaction of the female, it was a bit wild. It was a bit too exciting. But to be fair with you couldn't. There was no other way. She could have reacted because she never knew. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, is that what he's doing out here now? Oh shit, I know him back. And then the stories happen. But because there's an audience, my person's feeling a bit like, oh, all right, you're doing a lot, you know? It's like, you need to, easy. But he's more concerned about what we're thinking. Like, it was nothing afterwards. But then, it's turning into a thing. Launch parties are happening now. And things are happening. And he's trying to do this whole, they were cool from before. She's got nothing to hide. She's saying as it is. Yes, at the time it looked a bit too exciting, but the other girls know it.
Is he going with her to this, whatever this launch party? Is he going with her?
Yeah, everybody's been invited. Everyone's been invited. It's just like, do you know what I mean? It's not like thing, but that could be the little I ain't seen you in time.
But you know
What's going on with you? How do you feel with your man? You know them kind of questions there.
But you know what it is, because I think social media has made a lot of people think men and women can't be friends. Like one of my best friends.
All right. I'll let Rob take that one because I think you can, but I know Rob is a bit more.
It depends really. If it's just like well, look, if it's just a genuine friendship and the friendship was happening before you got with your missus, then it's good. It's all love. However, like based on my experience, I've been good friends with a girl from before. Then when I got a missus, she started acting bare weird.
There were some feelings there.
But that's not my issue, bro. You need to let me know, innit?
No. I do believe that.
My thing is that I'm all about communication. So if there's an issue or if there's a problem or you want to share something, you do that, and then the other person can act accordingly.
Yeah, I don't think I like people just sitting in the cut like you've been friends for time, and then you could have said something.
Yeah, and now you want a piece. But you want to, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a bit like, I don't understand.
I've never done
but
that.
That's not to say everyone's like,
no, I know,
after each
I
other
just think that's a bit corny. Like, you just been sitting in the cut for the hot minute, like, and you wait for people to be happy.
Guys are more likely to do that. Like, basically with girls, it's like a girl, when she gets a man, sometimes all these guys come out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
The other way, like, it does it the other way as well. It works the other way, but it's not as bad as guys. Like, yeah, man will come out of nowhere and be like, yo, what you saying?
Hey, stranger.
Yeah. Or, do you know it could be the other way around as well? You know, like when they put the picture of a guy, because there was 1 foot fitness model I used to follow.